The very heated legal battle that's going on in California over Britney Spears' conservatorship. So here's the big development. The wealth management firm Bessemer Trust Company that was overseeing Britney's estate is now asking to resign. They're citing a change in the circumstances. And so the company said in this recent filing that based on Spears' testimony in that June 23rd hearing, that heartbreaking testimony she gave the court, they don't believe that her conservatorship is voluntary. And because of that, Bessemer Trust is alleging that not all parties have consented to them acting as co-conservator. Because remember, Britney's father, Jamie Spears, is one and Bessemer Trust is the other. And this new development is coming after earlier this week, a California court denied Britney's petition to have Jamie removed as co-conservator. So she wanted it to be just Bessemer Trust that was managing her affairs. But now they're saying, look, we've got to back out too because we don't think this whole thing is voluntary. So then there's more. In a separate matter last week, when Britney voiced her concerns via telephone, she pleaded to the judge that her father has been taking advantage of her and asking that she regain control of her assets, still with Bessemer Trust in managing things. But she said she hasn't been able to do it for over 13 years. She shared heartbreaking testimony saying that she cries every single day because she is in such distress, that she's being forced to work. Forced to not be able to have breaks and vacation time because of the grueling work schedule that she's made to endure. And perhaps the most sad, shocking fact that came out of that was that she has an IUD that's preventing her from becoming pregnant, and all she wants is to have a baby right now. And she can't even do that on her own without having this the device removed from her body without permission under the current conservatorship. So in that June 23rd hearing, it was all about removing her dad and just having Bessemer Trust manage things. Well, now Bessemer's saying, look, this whole thing seems like a mess and that this isn't voluntary. We need to back out. We know there's another hearing scheduled for June 14th. We're keeping our eyes on that case as it develops, and some congressmen, are asking Britney to come forward to Congress because they feel such sympathy for her after that heartbreaking testimony. They want her I misspoke. July 14th. Forgive me, July 14th. Didn't mean to misspeak there. But at any rate, congressmen have reached out. They sent a letter to her saying, please, we welcome you to come and talk to us because we feel like the law has mistreated you. I want to bring in our legal analyst guests now to react to this. Criminal defense attorneys Joe Tamburino and Marcia Minot. Joe, what do you make of all this? What do you think is important for people to know and understand with what's going on with Britney Spears' case?
Two things. First, with conservatorships across the land, in many situations, like in California, the standard is basically if the conservator or if the judge is convinced by clear and convincing evidence a conservatorship is established. But it's hard to get out of, so just be aware of that. Second, there needs to be an actual fact-finding hearing in this case. Bessemer Trust, I think, is doing the right thing. Who wants to have that as a public relations problem of being in a conservatorship where you think it's involuntary and abuse is going on? So I think they made the right call. But the judge really needs to have an actual fact-finding hearing in person, not on Zoom.
Yes, I hear you, Joe. Marcia, tell me, what's your reaction to this, and how do you see this going, please?
I think recusal might be warranted here. I'm confused as to why a motion for recusal of the current judge has not taken place. I've heard rumors or allegations that there may be a relationship between the judge and the father, and that's why we keep getting this type of ruling. I don't understand. Conservatorship is supposed to be based on an individual not having the mental capacity to rule for themselves or to decide for themselves. If she is mentally capable to go to work and to perform and to do the things they're asking to, I don't understand why a conservatorship would be needed in this situation. I think she's eventually going to come from behind this conservatorship, and she's going to be released because public opinion is definitely rising in her favor.
Hashtag free Britney. It has been trending for some time on social media, and I have a feeling this is just the tip of the iceberg. Marcia Minot, Joe Tamburino, thank you so much for weighing in